So yeah, now we're gonna go to a water park. We're gonna hang out, chill out, and have a good time. Um, I mean, it feels good too. Like your kids got passport. You're traveling the world with them. These things, these little stuff like that, they don't forget about it. They don't forget about it. They grow up like, okay, daddy was doing this, daddy was doing that. You know what I'm saying? So you try your best not to, like I say, you don't want what you went through affect them. You don't want that to happen at all. So you try your best to I'm trying my best to I know you have some type of effect on them, but I'm trying my best not to really get a toll on them so they feel like, oh man, daddy ain't around. No. My daughter got her own personal phone. She's the oldest. She live with my second boy. So when I call, we talk. As far as like, I know I have 5 kids, but as far as like, you know, I'm not gonna go into deep with that, too deep in it. As far as my other son that I don't get to talk to, I'm not giving up on them. I mean, even when I was in the state, it was hard for me to be around. I always had to fight, constantly fight. I know females always say, y'all need to just get up and go to the law and file for custody. We're not used to that. We don't grow up into that. I grew up in a household. My mom and my dad have more than 40 years married. So I'm not used to I have to go to law enforcement, force this woman for me to see my son. I got to do this, I got to do that. I'm not giving up on them. But my mind is focused on, like right now, because I'm far away, is to get right, get my life together, get everything right. At least I know by the time they're like 18, 19, okay, yeah, I probably not gonna be around. But the ones that have my last name, those three are always around. They're always around, and the mother of my kids and my wife, they have that connection where they talk to make things happen. So I'm not here to force no woman anymore. I'm not doing it. I'm not giving up on them as well. But when I do build, I have plans. Everybody have plans. So when I do build, this business, that business, this business, I'm gonna make sure they're a part of it. So at least I know when they get older, they know daddy didn't forget about them. But as far as me trying to fight and doing all that, I know that people are gonna call me. They could call me whatever they want because I was there. I was next to them at the state in the state. I was still fighting to see I'm not gonna say no name, but I was still fighting to see this guy, see that one. I was still fighting, even though when you on beat with child support, you do everything you try to do everything the right way. It still was not enough. So I'm in a position right now. I pick me. Why I pick me? I pick me because if I don't get me right, if I don't do the right thing, it's gonna affect them. So I pick me right now at this point, at this moment, to get everything right, to do the right thing, and later on, like if whoever need to tighten up, then we get it done, we get it going. But as far as like me constantly, because back in the days I used to be on the internet, it's like they call it clout. Excuse me. They call it clout, looking for clout, but I call it. Sometimes we crying, just like a suicide person. They be online, showing signs they need help, but don't nobody care about that. Nobody's really reaching out to help. So by me used to do this live, like crying, child support is on point, and I just want to see my kids, just want to see that. I'm not doing none of that no more. It's okay for a girl to tell any one of my son, hey, he's this is that, but I know who I am. You know what I'm saying? So I don't regret none of my kids, but sometimes I do wish. Sometimes I wish I should have waited. If not that, I should have, waited and have them at least with one person. Life would have been 20 times much easier. But I ain't no coward. I ain't finna run from my responsibilities. I'm gonna stay here and stay in the paint, do what I gotta do. As far as like right now, I'm not fighting. I'm done fighting. I don't have no more in me. The only fight I got in me is for me to do what's right, to get me, my wife, the kids right, whatever. Thank God. God blessed me with a soldier. My wife is a soldier. God blessed me with a real one, and she's not selfish. She don't think of just her son. It's been like that way before she even had a kid with me. Our son is about to be 5 years old in a few days. He'll be here with daddy. She always, she always think for the other ones. Way before she had her own, it's always about us. She never, oh, my kid. No, it's always, if she gonna buy this for her son, she want the other ones to have it too. So I'm grateful for that, and I thank God for it, because without her, life would have been harder too. So thank God He blessed me with a soldier, stuff like that. So we're just gonna make it do what it do. You know what I'm saying? Life after immigration.